Hi everyone, Brendan here from VL Technology, and in today's video we're doing something a little bit different. Today we're asking ChatGPT to design some gaming PCs for us. So I've went ahead and asked for a $1,000 PC, which is a very basic budget type PC. That should be your minimum, really, if you're going for a decent gaming PC. We also asked for a $1,500 PC, and then I told it I wanted an ultimate gaming PC and did not specify a price, and let's just say it's pretty damn expensive. All right, let's jump right into it. Let's see what it did. For the $1,000 PC, I asked it for a $1,000 gaming PC. Made sure I specified gaming so it would give us a GPU. So let's see. It's got a Ryzen 5 3600, not bad. You could probably bump that up a little bit since it did give us about $170 worth of breathing room. You could probably bump that up to the next one. 1660 Super is a very solid card for the price point. Again, you might be able to go a little bit higher on that. It all depends on how you want to allocate your extra money here. So with another $170, you would put you at about 400 here. You could spend on a graphics card if you wanted to allocate the money there. So you might be able to get a 3060, potentially, depending on which version you're going for. It'd be kind of pushing the budget though. MSI B450 Tomahawk, it seems a decent motherboard. I don't really know anything about that specific one. Uh, Corsair Vengeance, that's some pretty solid memory, 3200. That's pretty good stuff. It's got a 500 gigabyte NVMe with the M.2. Pretty solid. You could even bump that up to a 1 terabyte if you want with your extra money. The Samsung 970 EVOs, last I looked, were on sale for about 130 or so, so not bad. Solid power supply and a pretty solid case. Now let's go ahead and throw that into PC Part Picker and see what it looks like. Alright, so I went ahead and got this put into PC Part Picker, and so far it's come in way under budget. And this could just be because of sales that ChatGPT doesn't know about. But 771 is what it's saying right now. And what I did actually is bump up the 3600 to a 3600X for that increased performance. Runs at 3.8 gigahertz, but costs us a little bit more, but it's worth it. So yeah, here's our under 1K build for $771 currently on April 1st. But if you look at it, we put the 3600X. It also did include a CPU cooler, so it went with the Hyper 212. What a classic. Same motherboard. Oh, motherboard price didn't get put in. Let's go ahead and just list it as. Let's just go ahead and manually enter price. We'll go ahead and budget for 150 since they might not sell that specific board anymore. But anyway, we come in at under 1K. You'll still need to buy Windows, or you can run Linux if you want to. You can get Windows from Microsoft, or you can buy a key from websites like Kingwin. But yeah, that's our first PC. Now let's go ahead and jump over to that under $1,500 build and see what it's got in it. Alright, so we've asked it to please design us a $1,500 gaming PC. Ryzen 5 5600X, pretty solid start so far. 3060 Ti, that's what I've been running. I paid a lot more than that, unfortunately. But it's a pretty solid card. Runs just about everything I want at, medium settings for super quality games, or usually I run it high at a fairly reasonable FPS, so that's pretty good. Another Asus ROG, pretty decent brand. We've got more Corsair Vengeance LPX, same RAM. This is Corsair's RAM is really solid. I've got Corsair Vengeance in mine as well, and no complaints so far. The 970 Evo, this is also what I have in mind, but I've got a 1 terabyte NVMe, so it's very solid storage. No complaints again. EVGA power supplies are pretty solid. A Fantex Eclipse. It's a pretty good budget case, and a Hyper 212 Evo. Very solid cooler. Everyone loves that cooler. Alright, let's go ahead and put it into PC Part Picker and see what we're looking at. Alright, I've gone ahead and added it into PC Part Picker, and obviously, I mean, graphics cards are a little bit more expensive than this thing really knows about, But let's have a look. Our total is 1134. Not too shabby. That leaves us plenty of room to change things up and play with what we've got. Maybe you're happy with this spec and you just want to buy a new monitor to go with it so you can fully utilize that 3060 Ti it's got in it. New mouse, new keyboard, headphones, all kinds of good stuff. But your 5600X came in pretty cheap. You could always bump that up to a Ryzen 7 if you so please. Um, you could bump up to 32 gigs of RAM. This RAM is dirt cheap right now. Let's see, you could even put an AIO in here for another 50 bucks or so. You could even maybe bump up to a 3070 if you really wanted to spend the money there. Different case, different power supply, more storage. This really gives us endless opportunities to customize since it came in about $400 under budget in reality. I'll go ahead and put links to all of these down in the description though, so you can look at them and customize it however you please. And I did already bump up our storage, and it's really cheap at the moment, so I might actually buy some for myself. Alright, let's go ahead and take a quick peek at the ultimate gaming PC. Alright, let's see what we got. Um, so it actually initially did not give me a price, and then I asked it. It said 5,000 to 6,000 US dollars back in 2021, which sounds about right for the parts in here, but let's see. We've got an i9 12900K. These days you could put a 13900K. That'd be insane overkill, and good luck cooling that. Anyway, yeah, good luck cooling an i9. i9's pretty solid. RTX 3090. Again, you could bump that up to a 40 or 4000 series as well, but pretty solid so far. If you didn't have a budget, you could do whatever you wanted, really. 32 gigs of DDR4 or DDR5, probably DDR4 for the stability, since DDR5 is fairly new. Hell, I'd even go up to maybe 64 gigs of that, just for you can have as many Chrome tabs open as you want. I would definitely put a 2 terabyte NVMe in there. AIO definitely, 100%. I have it on mine, loving it so far. Yeah, you're gonna need a crazy expensive motherboard to make it work. 1000 watts sounds good. And case, honestly, is completely up to you if you're spending all this money. Let's go ahead and put this basic stuff into PC Part Picker and see what happens. Alright, I went ahead and spec'd it out on PC Part Picker. Uh, it is... I took some liberties in upgrading because we decided we don't have a budget for this PC. So, let's have a quick look. We are sitting at $5,200 as it stands. Obviously, if you're spending $5,000 on a PC, you can do whatever the hell you want in upgrades. But here's some of the changes I made. I bumped it up from a 12,900 to a 13,900K, which is insane. This thing, there's nothing currently that can cool it fast enough so you can unlock its true full potential, which is insane. Uh, we went ahead and picked the one of the best CPU coolers on the market. It's an AIO, or one of the best AIOs in the market. So it's pretty solid. I put a pretty solid motherboard on here. 32 gigs of DDR5, 7600 memory. Thank God they got free shipping. That's nice of them. And a Corsair MP600, 4 terabytes of NVMe SSD drive. It's pretty insane. I'd love to put that in my current PC. I went ahead and put a 4090 on there instead of a 3090, a Corsair case, and just a 1000 watt power supply. And yeah, that's all we have for you today. And that is 3 PCs that PC Part Picker, not PC Part Picker, that's 3 PCs that ChatGPT has built for us and that I've taken some liberties for in choosing different parts, slightly different parts to be modern. But yeah, there will be PC Part Picker links in the description so you can take a look at all these builds. And if you decide to build the $5,000 one, go ahead and send us a message, leave a comment on the video. We'd love to see some pictures and some stats on that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe.